Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I would like to present about ID model today, which is instructional design model. Okay, I am Najwa P82024 from University of Malaysia. Okay, next I would like to first give you the definition of instructional design model. Okay, Bunch and Kopcha says that instructional design is intended to be an iterative process of learning outcomes, selecting effective strategies for teaching and learning, choosing relevant technologies, identifying educational media, and measuring performance. Okay, as we know, instructional design is for instructors or designers of materials to plan the lessons and to make sure that what they plan, what they do are able to help students in effective teaching and learning in the classroom, especially. Okay, next, instructional design is defined as the systematic way of a process of transmitting general principles of learning instruction into plan for instructional materials and learning. Okay, branch 1998. Okay, the principles of learning and instruction. Okay, it helps to the instructors to apply the principles and the process into planning successful lessons or designing better materials for classroom purposes. Okay, next is the characteristic of ID models by Pansham Harris 2002. First, we know that ID models propose that lessons or created or these materials created must be learner-centered. It must be the learner and his performance are the focal point. The designers or instructors in the for the lessons or for the materials must know that they must make what the materials to be learner-centered, to make sure that the learners participate in the process. Okay, next is goal-oriented. Well-defined goals are essential. Goals are stated at the beginning of the lessons or at the beginning of the, which is the purpose of why the materials are created or why the lessons are created and what should they do. Okay, next is focuses on the real-world performance. ID models must help the learners perform the behaviors that they get and expected for them to apply in the real world. Okay, the fourth one is focuses on the outcomes that can be measured in a reliable and valid way. Creating valid and reliable measurement instrument is essential. Okay, as we know that at the beginning we must set the learning outcomes, which is what the learners will get by the end of the lessons or by the end of them using the material design. Okay, next is the empirical. The model must be empirical, where the data are the heart of the process. We need the data to make sure to know whether we need to make enrichment program or improve the design materials or improve the lessons that we conducted. Okay, next one is team effort. This process usually involves teamwork. Okay, so in the process of designing the materials, it must have teamwork and the learners must participate to each other, must communicate with the instructors and also with their peers. Okay, there are three models that I would like to talk about today. The first one is System Approach Model by Dick and Carey. The second one is CAM Model by Cam Morrison and Ross, and Assure by Smeldino. Okay, first one is System Approach Model, Dick and Carey Instructional Design Model, and AD. Okay, first it has almost all the ID models implement the AD model, which is one of the first ID model proposed. Okay, the AD models are analysis, design, development, evaluation, and implementation. Okay, you can see here that System Approach Model by Dick and Carey divide the analysis into 3 stages, and they divide all the stages into a few more stages, and for implementation it is disseminated among the stages of all the AD. Okay, Next is CAM model. CAM model is in a circular layout. It has 9 components here, and it still apply the AD model, which is the analyze, develop, design. Here is the implement, which maybe you can see it, and evaluate. Okay, formal evaluation, project management, planning, revision, support services. All of these are interrelated and interdependent between each other. Okay, next is assure model, ASSURE. Okay, first is analyze. It is in step by step. Next, you must state the objectives, select methods, media and materials, utilize technology, media and materials, require learner participation, evaluate and revise. Okay, so let's go to the similarities and differences of ID models. First is the similarities of system approach, CAM and mature model. Okay, first, each model has a process of system which is presented by diagram. Okay, as we can see before, system approach has a linear diagram where it flows from one stages to the other stages, and it is interrelated between each other using arrows or dotted lines arrows. Okay, next is the CAM model, which is in the circular layout diagram in a circular. Okay, and the issue model which uses arrow. Okay, it flows from one step to the other steps. Okay, next, all the models have basic elements of instructional design model, which is AD, which is the first one is analyze, develop, design, implement, and evaluate. Okay, next, all models offer the components of evaluation. As we can see here, all the components has evaluation. Okay, whether it's formative, summative, or confirmation evaluation. Okay, next is supports the concept of individuals, team collaboration, and project management. Okay, all the models support the team collaboration especially. Okay, individual, team collaboration, and project management. All these models involve the individuals, the teams, and make sure that they are able to manage the project. Okay, next is the differences. Okay, as I have shown you before, there are 10 components in system approach, 9 components in CAM model, and 6 components in Assure. Okay, first is and next one is the layout of components. System approach is interdependent, one-way linear application. It is sequence and it has interdependency. Okay, let's see here. Okay, system approach. Okay, here you can see that it starts with identify instructional goals, and then it moves on using arrows, one linear using arrows or dotted lines arrows. Okay, to show that they are interdependent between each other. Okay, it moves on to the design, revise instruction, write performance objectives, develop assessment instruments, develop instructional strategies, and it moves to development, where they develop and select instructional materials, and it moves to evaluation, where it design and conduct formative evaluation of instruction. Okay, so let's move on to CAM model. Circular. It is in circular layout. It is interrelated and interdependent, and it has flexibility. As you can see here, they are in circular layout, so the instructor or designer are able to start in any stages that they want. Okay, they can start with the analyzing instructional problems or develop the instruction, but they can also move on to from one stages to the other stages. Okay, and they can come back if they are not satisfied with what they have planned. They can come back and analyze it again and make sure that their models, their design are better than what they have planned. Okay, next, for Assure, it has arrows and it has sequence of steps. Okay, as you can see here, they must follow the steps, they must follow the arrows. It must start with analyze learner state objectives, select methods, and then it moves to utilize technology, require learner participation, and last but not least, to evaluate and revise. Okay, next differences is the role of team collaboration. Okay, system approach relies on group manager and specialists. Okay, where the collaboration and skills for production of final project. Okay, it relies on the specialist, on the instructor itself. And CAM model designer must have strong metacognitive and leadership skills in order to be able to manage and revise the changes during the development process. Okay, it involve the designer, and they must have the leadership skill to control what they have planned. Okay, lastly is assure, focus on the individual, instructor or teachers, which they must be able to handle the process of instruction implementation in an effective manner. Okay, how do ED models affect the overall development process of learning materials? Okay, first, these ID models will improve learning and instruction by means of the problem solving and feedback characteristic on the systematic approach. Okay, overall, the ID models will help designers or instructors in terms of planning and managing a lesson or design materials systematically. Okay, the second one, ID models also will improve management of instructional design and development by means of the monitoring and control function of the systematic approach. By using the ID models, designers have some kind of system to follow, and they are able to be on the right track. Okay, when they follow the stages in any of the models, and they are able to come back and revise what they have planned, and have a system to make sure that they are on the right track and they are able to finish what they have planned. Okay, next one is ID models will also improve evaluation process by means of the design components and sequence of events, including the feedback and revision of events. Okay, through the process, designers learn to re-evaluate the process, and based on the feedback and revision, they could improve and create a better learning materials in the future. Okay, they can also improve what they have planned, whether the license or the design materials, and they can make it better in the future. Okay, if I have to choose one of the three models, I will choose CAM model, which is this circular model. Okay, why? Because first it adopts circular structure. The elements are interdependent. Thus, I could start developing material from any stages relevant to the task, subject, or the license. And if I think it is some of it are not relevant, I can leave it, and it is flexible, not considered to work in a linear fashion. I don't have to start with analyze or just follow the arrows. It is flexible for me to continue with whichever stages that I want. Some of the stages can be addressed simultaneously if it is very important, and some I can abandon. Okay, interrelatedness of the 9 elements. There are 9 elements and it is interrelated. So for the ongoing revision and adjustment among I can adjust and I can revise if I need to. Okay, the design process will be both more dynamic and fluid. Okay, it also takes into account learning objectives, the needs and characteristics of the learners, the instructional content and activities, instructional resources and support services. Okay, learner assessment and evaluation tools and methods. Okay, as defined by Morrison, this coincides with 4 basic elements of basic framework, which is the instructional planning, learners, objectives, methods, and evaluation. It has all these elements, so it is better for me to develop my materials. Okay, and for the circular approach, it also takes the perspective of the learners, so that the learners' overall goals, needs, priorities, constraints are taken into consideration, okay, when deciding on instructional solutions. That is why I think that I will choose CAM model to develop materials. Okay, I think that is all for me. Thank you for listening.